Hi guys, just checking in. 2 weeks post-op kind of video for you to let you know where I'm going on and stuff. Firstly, just ignore the naked Boba Fett torso over there. He's usually got all his armour on. That's when I mount all his armour and stuff. But I've been doing quite a lot of cosplaying lately, so all the armour, the rest of the armour is in a bag packed away. So yeah, with that being said, let's get on to about this. So yesterday was my 2 week checkup back through the hospital, and I had a few concerns because what day are we on? We're on Tuesday. So Thursday, I've got some little flickers happening anyway. There's one central down that was there before procedure of scleral buckle. On the edge of my vision, peripheral vision, to the left, I had a flicker as well there. That's not as prominent. That's my alarm to put my drops in, but I've already done it. Excuse me. Shut up. Sorry about that. But on Thursday I picked up another flicker, quite a prominent flicker, much more prominent than this one and that one, and it was right up there, top right of my vision. It's still there now. I did mention this when I went yesterday, and they said all normal. Basically what that is, because of the tear and obviously the detachment, vitreous fluid had become subretinal fluid and got around the back of my retina, in between my retina and the eye wall. Obviously all that's been fixed, pinned back, but there is still the residual fluid behind the retina and the eye wall. That will absorb, and that's what these flickers are. So if you're experiencing that and you're wondering what the heck it is, and have been chat GPTing and googling and what's these flickers, are they normal? In my case, yes, they were quite normal, and are pretty standard with residual remaining subretinal fluid, and they will absorb over time. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Otherwise, the surgeon looked at the scans and the photos, the new scans that we took yesterday. Everything looks good. I've got a photo which I'll pop up right here above naked Boba Fett. I forgot about that before I started doing this video. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so that's the photo there of, I don't know if you can make any tell of it, but you can see the buckle. You can see the white patches are where the cryo freezing of the tears, the holes, were mended, were fixed, and pinned back to my eye wall. Also, you can see the buckle as well going round, and how it's still, it's doing its job and pushing my eyeball towards my retina to keep that contact. So yes, today's my last day for my antibiotics cream, which I have to put 1 centimetre on my bottom eyelid and blink like mad so it absorbs it. I've been taking the antibiotic cream for 14 days. The other day I finished with the dilating drops. That was just a 10-day period where I had to take the dilating drops. I'm going to continue with the steroids. It's a full 28 days I have to take the steroids, so another 2 weeks worth of the steroid drops, just to keep all the nasties out and help boost my eyeballs recovery. I expect, that's what the steroids are there for, to my knowledge. I could be corrected, I have no idea. but makes sense, doesn't it? So yeah, vision wise, I cannot complain. I cannot complain one bit. Every day, more and more detail. It's amazing. I never thought after 2 weeks post surgery for the scleral buckle on my eye, and also the cryo stuff that they're doing, they're freezing, the retina and everything. I never thought that I would have this much vision in my left eye, in my operated eye. It's truly amazing what those guys can do. I have mentioned before, they're special kind of people to be doing stuff like that, and the skills that they've got. It's a good job we've got people like that on this planet that can do that for us. I'm so grateful. I just hope this continues with my vision. I have still got double vision, but not as much. When I look down, when I look to the left, I have double vision. Up, straight forward as I look at you now, to the right, no double vision. When I look down at my phone, if I'm watching TV, 2 eyes, if I look down at my phone, I shut my eye, operated eye, and that just helps me keep things in perspective, kind of thing. I am actually thinking about doing the short supermarket run on Friday in a few days' time. I think I feel comfortable to do it, comfortable enough to do it. Basically, how I'm going to play it is kind of how I've been playing it as well around the house and doing small jobs and stuff, is if you wear varifocals as I do, obviously you've got your distance, central, round about there, and you've got your near vision, for reading down here. What the rule of thumb really for this is point your nose where you want to see. So I mean, that is already ingrained into my head. Point my nose when I see, and I'll not get any blurriness because I'm using the prescription on the lens kind of thing. I'm just going to use the same rule of thumb for driving. I don't really have to look down as such while I'm driving. I think I'm going to be alright, and I will report back on that and tell you how I found it. But I don't think, I'm not half as much, in fact, if anything, if any disorientation at all, doing my small jobs around the house and, making, bits of food and whatnot. So I'm going to play it by ear, see how I go, if I feel comfortable enough on Friday. So that's my aim, that's my target that I've set myself for this week. It's a big target, but I think I'll be okay. But like I said, I will report back on that. So the biggest takeaway I want, for you guys to take away from this video, this two week check-in, is if you are suffering for these flickers, that's pretty normal for the type of operation that I've had, and with the residual remaining fluid, subretinal fluid. It's just a case of kind of putting up with it while it's there, but it will disperse or absorb eventually. If there's any questions that you'd like to ask me, please, just pop one in the comments and I'll get back to you ASAP, as soon as possible. I hope that you get something from these videos. I hope if you're going through it and you are anxious and you are worried about stuff, that it's helping you somewhat. Obviously there's a playlist, the full playlist from finding out, getting it clarified that I did have a detached retina all the way through my journey, from surgery, maybe an hour after surgery there's a video, and I've got my lovely gown on, and thereafter as well. So yeah, please do make good use of these videos. I hope they do give you comfort, and if there is any questions, pop them in there. Also subscribe if you like, and save the playlist, you know, if you want to watch them again. And until next time, guys, just keep healing. If you're going through it right now, keep healing, keep positive, and I wish you well. Okay, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.